guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to film my May book haul. So I also have an unboxing to do. I am so excited to open this box. As some of you may know, I graduated from college this past weekend. So I got some lovely Amazon gift cards and books and things like that. So my unboxing is from a gift card that I received for graduation. I already opened this. I haven't opened the box, like looked inside of it yet. I didn't want you to have to watch me try to struggle with opening a box because everyone knows that's hard. First off, we have The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the second book in the Raven cycle, and I'm excited to read this. The next book that I got was Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson. This is a story about a girl whose father gets some unexpected news and they decide to spend their last summer together at their lake house as a family. This is a part of my 2016 reading challenge. I'll link that video below so that you can go check out all the books that are on my challenge list. Okay, I'm sorry guys. This is probably the prettiest book I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Dreamology! I ordered this book because I'm participating in the Bookbound Society on Instagram. They have a book club. This was their pick of the month, Dreamology by Lucy Keating. Holy, do you see how pretty this book is? Like, let's just pause. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, this is so pretty. Look at this. Why would they make a white book? I'm always like touching my face, getting my makeup on my pages of books, and I don't want to ruin this book. I'm putting the sleeve back on. Seriously guys, this book is beautiful. Anyway, so Dreamology is a story about a girl named Alice who has these really vivid dreams, and she dreams of this boy named Max. And then she moves to a new city and goes to a new school, and this boy that's been in her dreams for years is actually there in real life, and his name is Max. So she's trying to figure all that out. So I am super excited about this book. I want to like showcase it. We'll just put it right here so that you can look at it throughout the entire video because it's so pretty. Okay, that's obnoxious. So that is everything I bought from Amazon. Those were all like the brand new books that I've bought. Everything else are from used bookstores and thrift stores. That's how I like to buy my books, guys. Yes, I do sometimes buy brand new books if I really want the book and I cannot find it in the thrift store, but I try my hardest to get my books used. I bought a lot of books this month. I'm just gonna go ahead right now and tell you that. I bought a lot of books this month, so I'm just gonna quickly go through them. Some of the books I don't even really know what they're about, so if I know what they're about, I will try to give a brief synopsis, but most of them, I'm just gonna show you what I got. I purchased 2 Tana French books this month at thrift stores. So this one is The Faithful Place, and this one is The Secret Place. No clue what these are about. I don't even know if these are like a series, like if they go together. I mean, the titles sound the same, but I don't know. But I figured I recognized the author, so I was like, I am going to purchase these. These books were author buys as well. I bought Middlesex and The Marriage Plot, and these are both by Jeffrey Eugenides. I bought them at 2 different thrift stores, but when I found this one and then a couple days later I found this one, I was like, oh yeah. But Middlesex is actually the book that I've heard a lot about, but I still really don't know what it's about, so I'm not going to even try to give a synopsis. I just have heard people reference it, and when they do reference it, they like it. I got Catch-22 by Joseph Heller, as well as Unbearable Lightness by Portia de Rossi. Both of these are on my 2016 challenge, so I was excited when I found them. I picked up We Are Called to Rise by Laura McBride because the synopsis on the back sounded really pretty. So this is a story that's told in 3 different perspectives, which I think is pretty cool. It's told from the perspectives of a soldier that's waking up in a hospital bed, a middle-aged woman who's trying to revive her marriage, and an 8-year-old immigrant boy. And so when I read that, I thought that was really interesting, so I picked it up. It was, like I said, thrift store books are so cheap, so why not? And if you don't like it, you can always give it back, donate it back. So The American Heiress, this was just a, I'm in a bookstore and I have to buy a book. I can't walk out empty-handed, but I only have 5 minutes, so let me hurry up and just pick the first book that I kind of find. So I went with The American Heiress by Daisy Goodwin. I don't know anything about this, except for that it's like taking place in the 1800s and she's really rich. I don't know, it looks good. I like the picture. And then I picked up White Oleander by Janet Fitch. This was recommended to me by a lady at the bookstore. She said it was a beautiful book and that I would love it based on the books that I was purchasing. So I said, why not? This story sounded really beautiful to me. It's about our main character, Ingrid, who is a poet and she's been imprisoned for murder. So it tells her story as well as her younger daughter who's going in and out of foster care systems and all that. So I just thought that was really interesting, and it's a national bestseller and it was on Oprah's book club. That's what the cover says, so it's good, right? I bought For Colored Girls Who Have Considered Suicide When the Rainbow Is Enough. It is written by, I think you pronounce it Tazaki Shang, but I could be wrong. But it is like a choreo poem. It's very beautifully written. It's very short. This is on my 2016 challenge list, so yeah. I also purchased The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. I have not read this book, guys, and everyone is like, talks about how life-changing this book is and how they read it when they were younger and how they can't believe it when someone says they haven't read it. Well, I'm one of those people. I have not read this book, so I'm gonna read it. I also purchased Looking for Alaska by John Green. By the way, I absolutely hate this cover. I hate it. I think it's very ugly and I don't like it at all. Anywho, I purchased this because I have not read it yet. So I want to read all of John Green's books, so I went ahead and got it. I also purchased Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Sains, Sayanes. I don't know how to say that, but so I'm sorry, Benjamin. I read this month and it was absolutely beautiful. If you watch my Buddy-a-thon wrap up, you heard me talking about it. I'll talk more about it in my monthly wrap up as well. Follows our two main characters, Aristotle and Dante, as they are just kind of discovering themselves and figuring out who they are and coming to their own and accepting who they are. So wonderful book. Also bought 2 Jodi Picoult books this month. I like how I wish this was a hardcover too, because like the colors match. But I got A Change of Heart by Jodi Picoult. This is a story about a man who was sentenced to death for killing a policeman and the policeman's daughter, and the woman whose husband and daughter died. The woman has another daughter who is hospitalized and is very sick, and the man who killed the husband and the other daughter offers to give an organ, to donate an organ to this little girl. I think that's what this is, just that I get from it. So, sounds good. I'm sure in true Jodi Picoult fashion there will be tons of twists and turns along the way in this book, and it's a thick one. I picked up The Storyteller. This book was actually recommended to me by a friend. I know that this book has something loosely to do with the Holocaust, so I'm excited to read it. This month I also purchased The Silkworm and The Cuckoo's Calling. This finalizes my series, so I can read these now. They're by Robert Galbraith, aka J.K. Rowling. Look how bare that shelf got, because I just took out the books that I bought this month. Holy cow. So I purchased The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I still need to read The Goldfinch, but I figured, hey, let's have more than one book by her. Maybe I'll read it someday in my life. Memoirs of a Geisha by Arthur Golden. This is on my 2016 reading challenge, and I'm sure everyone has read this book except for me, but I have not read this book yet. Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. Oh, Gillian Flynn. I loved Sharp Objects. I'm still trying to get through Gone Girl. For real. I put it down like a month ago and I haven't picked it back up, but I loved Sharp Objects, so I am excited to read Dark Places. I picked up The School for Good and Evil. I believe this is a middle grade novel. I thought that I was picking up the first book in the series, but it is not the first book in the series. This is like book 3. So now I have to go buy book 1 and 2. Don't really know when I'll get to this, but I do want to buy book 1 and 2 because I really have heard that this is a really good series. So The Outliers by Kimberly McCreight. I read this month. It surprised the hell out of me. I loved it so much. I did not think I was going to love it so much, but I really loved it so much. So, yes. Yes, yes, yes. This was another brand new book that I bought this month because it was a new release. But Everything is Illuminated by Jonathan, can't say his last name, Safranfour? I don't know. The title sounded familiar to me. I really don't know what it's about. The title sounded familiar and the cover was awesome. That's how we buy books these days. I picked up The Night Circus at a thrift store. I've heard wonderful things about this book. And then when I was flipping through it at the bookstore, you won't believe what I found. It is a signed copy. A signed copy. Just sitting there in the thrift store like for $2.99. Yeah, I snatched that up real quick. I was like, please, I hope they don't know that it's signed and they try to charge me more. And my cousin, my beautiful cousin, for my graduation, she bought me Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, and oh my gosh, this book is gorgeous. I love the black pages. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. So, I can't wait to read this. It's about a heist. It's just, it sounds so intriguing and it's so pretty, so I hope it's as good as it looks. I also purchased 2 books from the Mortal Instruments series, City of Bones and City of Ashes. I just finished this, so I'll be starting this probably in June. I do plan on buying the whole series because I really enjoyed this first book, so, and I know I'm behind the curve. I know everyone's read the Mortal Instruments already, but I haven't. And I'm liking it. I didn't know that City of Bones was a movie. I had no clue. I heard it wasn't a very good movie, but I didn't know it was a movie. I also got Clockwork Angel. This is the Infernal Devices series. I have not read this series. I bought it thinking I would read both, the first, like, read them at the same time. But then after, like, reading people's thoughts and stuff, I heard that it was better to read the Mortal Instruments series first and then read the Infernal Devices. So that's what I will be doing. So I won't get to this for a while. So yeah. And the last book that I purchased this month was Shiver. I really love The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater, and this is by Maggie Stiefvater. So after I finish the Raven cycle, I will get into this. This is also a series, so hopefully it is as good as The Raven Boys, although I've heard that it's not. I'll judge for myself though. That is all the books that I bought this month. Hopefully by uploading this not at the end of May, but like kind of, you know, like right now, I won't buy any more books this month, and I will wait till June to purchase more books because this is ridiculous. I'm looking at this pile and this is stupid, but I love it. It's stupid good. Anyways, I'll see you later for my next video. Until then, happy reading. I have a lot of reading to do. Do you see all these books?